A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Miami Hurricanes. Restate of State Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, this is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Canes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Dumps it off in the flats. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The run inside. It's Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on second down.
And we kind of want...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. The Sooners are rolling down the field. Sends it back in motion. Breaks the tackle. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. So now it's second and long. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. They keep their physicality and assert their physicality. The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dan.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Mensah to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grab behind the line. It's Pringle. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job getting him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he's got some space. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the first down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Pulls and fires complete. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires downfield. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Escapes the pressure going right. He's going to run it. Gets the first himself. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Here we go. Ready? 125. Freeze. Slide. Western.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1. And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Cotton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds his man. It's Pringle. Makes the grab in their space. 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get it to the end zone.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency, because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8. The Sooners want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Stepping to the right. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to Norvell.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation.
Might have a chance. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Looking for a deep man. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the... A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Canes ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rodgers. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mack. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them out.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice.
Again, it's Mack. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. 3rd down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, keep the drive moving.
Throwing, Mack. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. Shakes him in, and he might take off. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Gonna look downfield again. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Go. From the gun. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And this D's given up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job. They're forcing a passing 3rd and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. One more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Never a doubt. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Pulls it in. It's Pringle. He breaks a tackle. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Running inside. It's Pringle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Caught in the backfield, it's Jacobs. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Fights off a defender. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give, it's Pringle. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Miami.
They've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's design or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the 1st quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the 2nd. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Austin Mack. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Forced out of the pocket. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. first half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Mack gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Again, it's Mack. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
You don't see bat downs all the time. A lot of times guys break on the football, the defensive backs, and then trying to catch it and make a play. I like he knew where he was. He's in the end zone, not trying to give up points. Does a great job breaking on the football and swatting it to the ground.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Caught.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a 1st and goal.
Ready? Hawkeye. Mustang.
Throwing Mack. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
Great job by the wide receiver. The windows are so small in this area of the field, and you saw him fight through the defender to make that catch on the TD.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Mensah. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Here's Mensah to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They'll go play action with Mack. Throwing right. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Delay to the back. It's Pringle. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds space on the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where
he lets one fly deep. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Throwing, Mensah. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Pringle. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Smashes ahead. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Absolutely center cut. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Keelan Russell. pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cotton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He got enough, slides, and moves the sticks on fourth and short.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. The Canes headed quickly to the line. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And man, does he keep you honest. Just a guy that can run the football, that can make plays with his legs. You've seen it throughout the day. Listen, this wasn't a big play, but it can be death by 1,000 cuts. He just continues to scramble, make plays, make you defend his feet for a whole game.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Russell. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throwing Russell. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Russell on play action. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Russell. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. Back to pass, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Edwards. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. That's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Again, it's Russell. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. And the Tide answer.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snap. Upstairs, he's got it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Canes moving quickly to the line. Throwing Mensah. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
That's caught. It's Jacobs. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw for it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up, did a great job getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Keelan Russell. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Hurricane! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. Extra point here will tie the game.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And that fumble recovery has set them up 1st and 10, all tied up here in the 4th. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Safe completion on the screen. Tackled after a gain of 4 on the play, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Throwing Russell. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense has been a struggle bus.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Russell. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Finding some room. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And if this offense can keep that going, put together these first downs, like, listen, I love that he stepped out of bounds. I can continue to let that clock stay still, not be in a hurry, put some first downs together, march down the field, because we got to get some points on this drive.
And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
The defense has to continue pursuing the football there. You saw the running back was able to make a guy miss before getting out of bounds and getting a big gain. You can't let up here in the 4th quarter, defense. We need better effort.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You know a field goal can tie the game right now. You have to at least give yourself a chance to do that. So I don't mind maybe taking some shots, but every time you drop back, you're risking taking a sack. You've got to dial up plays right now, I think, that are high percentage throws. You've got to run the football to at least give yourself an opportunity to push this game into OT.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Russell throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he's still running after the move. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Grab near the marker. It's Gill. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quarterback's got the first. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
Still looking on the move. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That is such a nice example of a quarterback and his tight end being on the same page. A little bit of a scramble drill right there where the quarterback had to get flushed out of the pocket, but his tight end was able to lock up with him and was able to mirror him, find an open area downfield. Quarterback makes a nice throw, you make the nice catch, and just like that, offense in the red zone.
Trying to run, it's Lacy. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Here comes the two-point try. Back has it.
Great mental toughness by the defense there. They had the penalty, and all of a sudden the offense is literally on the goal line. You're thinking this is going to be a walk-in touchdown, but the defense steps up, and they stuff the two-point attempt.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lyle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On the delay, it's Pringle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
There's some room. Makes it past the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Canes have their offense in high gear. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The run inside. It's Lacy. Maybe some room here. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Darian Menson to throw. Hauls it in. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Miami. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll start this drive firing. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point gives them the lead of 14-13. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Off play action on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. He lost one down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. And he'll go out of bounds, and he will be short of the first down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Now on second down. Hand off for Brown. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. Running the red zone, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative ball.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Give to Brown. Got a little grass. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets the first down. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Lacy. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Blue 85.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it. It's Lacy. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a 1-possession game. You need more of that physicality in the second half.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Mensah. That's caught. It's Jacobs.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go right back downfield. Throws to the tight end. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there. The Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. On 2nd and 10, a 4-wideout set, trips right. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll try to do it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Rush is on him. He's on the move. Got his man downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here's a heat. On the run deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot.
Here's a little room there. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, how nice is it to be down, and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back, and he can make big plays like that. Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves, too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Cotton. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heel.
Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. At the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. A pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Escapes trouble. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Running inside. It's Lindsey. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He's going to keep it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Here's a give to Frazier. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
All right, so they fail on that 4th down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism,
Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 10. Touchdown, Canes. And the stomping has commenced. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. He's at the 10.